Thank you again to my sponsor, DraftKings. DraftKings Pick 6 is where you can pick more or less on different player stats for the upcoming games. Just pick 2 or more different players into your pick set and decide more or less on different stats. Sit back, relax, and see if you made the right decisions. We got a nice little slate coming up Monday night. And when I see a nice slate like this, I'm always trying to get in on the action. We got a Peacock game between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Brooklyn Nets, which should be pretty interesting. And then after that, we got just a bunch of games. More West Coast games and East Coast games, which I'll stay up for the NBA. That's what I do. All right, let me talk to you through my pick set for tonight. I'm gonna start off with Lauri Markkanen, points, rebounds, and assists more versus the Boston Celtics. Lauri Markkanen has not let me down so far this season. He is averaging 34 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Last time I put him into my pick set on points, rebounds, assists, the line was like 33.5. He got that with just points alone. He didn't need to get rebounds. And though he's only averaging 6.6, we know he is a guy that can go out there and clean the glass. He has been one of my favorite players to watch this season. That is my boy since he got drafted here in Chicago. So, they say once a bull, always a bull. I truly do feel that way for Lauri Markkanen. His success is my success. So I'm going more on his points, rebounds, assists versus a Boston Celtics team that sometimes can play kind of big, but also they're not the greatest rebounding team. So if there was a game where I think that Lauri Markkanen may do well on the glass, it might be this one. Next one, another fan favorite here on the small ball Kenny Beecham, Kyshawn George, who, if you look at all the sophomore year players, all the guys from the 2025 draft or 2024 draft, Kyshawn George has to be one of the top guys, right? He's been doing some really cool stuff as a ball handler and as a defender. I think that we're so infatuated with how he's creating with the ball that we're forgetting that his defensive ceiling is so damn high as a sophomore year player. Either way, I'm just going straight up points versus the Knicks more. Again, so far this season, he's been really killing it. He's averaging 18 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. That actually, I didn't realize his stocks was that, or not stocks, but his rebounds and assists were that high. He's been having such a phenomenal season. And the Knicks, after what I just saw from them, are still trying to put together, especially on the defensive side of the ball, even though they do got those big wings in OG Anunoby and a big wing in Mikal Bridges. I think that Kyshawn George is good enough. This is crazy. He's a second-year player. Good enough to still get his shots off and still be able to do the things that we know he can do. Next, I got Jalen Duren's rebounds more versus the Memphis Grizzlies, a team that we just mentioned have been struggling so far to start this year. Jaren Jackson Jr. Is not going to really challenge him on that glass. And I just watched them play a game versus the Dallas Mavericks, Mexico City game. And there are times where you watch Jalen Duren, and if you had never watched basketball before and you watch that specific game, you're like, oh, is that the best center in the league? No, he's not. He's not. But occasionally he could do things like that, kill the glass, go up there and get lobs. And there's no coincidence that when he goes against inferior front courts, he has great performances on that glass. And I feel like that's going to be the case this time around. Lastly, now that I'm realizing, now I'm looking at my pick set, I realize that I selected a bunch of my guys, which is not wrong with that. It's my pick set. Zach LaVine points more. Zach LaVine. Well, you can say a lot about Zach LaVine, but one thing you cannot say is that brother can't score. He's averaging 29.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Don't think about the rebounds and assists. I ain't talking about rebounds and assists. I'm talking about points. Zach LaVine can straight up score. And I remember there was a time last season before he got traded to Sacramento, there were some rumors about him potentially getting traded to Denver. That's who he's going against on this matchup. Denver has been a really fun team to watch, but Zach LaVine has been able to hit his more on and against some really good defensive teams, even against like a OKC Thunder team a few nights back where, OKC is going to really, really defend. Zach LaVine still gets those shots up and still able to get that more. So that is my pick set for tonight. I was trying to put something together for that Timberwolves Nets game, but it's so much going on with the Nets, and I don't feel comfortable with anybody in my pick set for there. And then the Wolves, it really was just like boiling down to Julius Randle, who's been absolutely insane so far. For those of you who haven't checked out DraftKings Pick 6 just yet, there's an exclusive offer waiting for you. Right now, new DraftKings customers can play $5 and get $50 in bonus bets. All you have to do is download the Pick 6 app and use promo code ENJOY when you sign up. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Missouri. So don't be afraid to get in on the action. Ride the upside with Pick 6.